Hi all, thanks for tuning in. We are in Jurong Christian Church. I'm Clement and this is Uncle John.
Yay.
Today we're going to hear a very exciting testimony. And this man, Uncle John, has been through so much in life before he finally met God a few years ago. And his life has been totally transformed. So now we're going to hear all the juicy stories or all the juicy details of God's work in his life. I know Uncle John can't wait to share with us, and likewise we can't wait to hear what a mighty, real and living God we have through Uncle John's testimony. So let's roll! So Uncle John, what was your childhood like?
My childhood was very sad because when I was around 7 or 8 years old, my father and my mother was divorced already. So I see people, family got father, mother, I feel very sad because I never had this type of love. So when I was child, when I was small that time, my mother told me, John, I give Kwame Ma to you already. You are his kwekya. So you got any problem, you go and find him. Kwame Ma is a god. You don't go and find any god. So I always put inside my heart. I got any problem, I will go and find him. So when I was 8 years old, I go and work already. Because my father and mother was divorced, so I had no choice. I have to support my family, so I think I go and work. So my mother bought me and my brother go and work. After around 1 month, my brother will stop working, so I continue and work.
It must have been a difficult childhood. You didn't have the chance to take a proper education. So as you grew up, what kind of jobs do you take up or how do you support yourself over the years?
So when I was 12 years old, my father bring me do a baker. So I baker around, I think 3 or 4 years I learned already. So I go and do a delivery job also. Many jobs I do delivery job, Jurong, all these jobs I do before. So I go back become a baker also.
So that's where your baking skill comes from. I heard you're also teaching some people in church how to bake. You should really try his bread and it's really good. And you should try to learn how to bake from him as well. So Uncle John, I understand that you married a few times. Will you be alright with sharing with us about it?
When I married that time, the first wife, when I had 3 children. So one day, I find out my wife talking with somebody, talking about 我不在乎天长地久，我只是在乎曾经拥有。Wow, in the heart, for me, I don't study, but I know the meanings of this. So when night time, I will always tell my wife, you don't do wrong things for me. If you do wrong things for me, my heart will be very painful because I know the meanings. One day, morning go to work, so suddenly I feel very sick already. So I tell my boss, 12 o'clock I go back home. So I found the man at my house, make love with my wife. So I beat the man, then he ran away. And that time I was very sad. I left my house. So my mother told me, John, why don't you bring your big son? He studied very clever. I said, Mother, you don't know in that time I was very sad because you also early you and father when I was 8 years old you all divorced. You don't know my thinking. I was so very sad because that's why this world became like this. Father and mother divorced. Children will become very bad. So I and that time I was very sad. So I go to Tanjung Pinang to find a prostitute. So when I find a prostitute, 1 year later I bring my wife come to Singapore to visit in Singapore. So suddenly my wife meet him. So
Sorry, before that, so you were still together with your wife?
yeah,
So when you went
I go
overseas,
every week
mm.
to find a prostitute.
So you brought the prostitute back to Singapore?
Yeah,
Okay.
to visit Singapore only.
Mm.
At that time we not yet married because in Singapore I got wife.
Mm.
So my wife find out I got girlfriend outside.
Mm.
I tell him we never have love anymore because I told you don't do this thing for me. My heart was broken. I will never love you anymore. So at that time we divorced.
But the kids were together, or do you take the older son?
No, all I give my wife because I know I don't want to separate them because when I small, my father and mother was divorced.
So that was how your first marriage went. How about your second marriage?
First wife find out I got girlfriend, so he divorced with me. So I married the second wife. My wife and children stay in Tanjong Pinang. So every week I go there. One day I brought him come to Singapore.
You brought the whole family?
Yeah,
to
I
Singapore.
brought them to Singapore to stay together with my father. And that time, my father every month will give my wife 200. After this, she got PR, he work. My father never give me 200. So he start to throw my father outside.
So she threw your father after he stopped giving her the 200 because she started working already.
Yeah, so I also find out she got a boyfriend. So I very sad. So I went to Jakarta and work. So when I go to Jakarta and work, I never tell.
You didn't tell your wife that you're going. Okay.
So one day, his mother died in Jakarta.
Your second wife's mother died.
So he came to Jakarta. So he find out I got a girlfriend in Jakarta. So she called me come back to Singapore, stay together. So when he come back, he divorced with me.
So your second wife divorced with you after you came back from Jakarta. So that was how your second marriage went. How about your third marriage, the one with the girlfriend in Jakarta, I suppose?
So I went to Indonesia and married with the third wife. So sometimes I bought in Singapore. So I find out he got a girlfriend.
So she has a boyfriend from Indonesia.
Yeah, so for my heart I know because why I always send money give him. He always tell me not enough one. Because I went to Indonesia before, eat how much, spend how much I know. That's why I find out he got girlfriend. So I don't want with him together already lah. So few years ago I was alone, so I find a Vietnam girl.
So you all quarreled, then she went back to Indonesia.
Yes.
Then you found a girl.
Vietnam girlfriend. So one day he come to Singapore, he never inform me. So suddenly
she didn't inform you.
Suddenly he call me. Hey John, I'm airport now. I thought he tell me lies for me. So I don't care him. Then suddenly he came to my house.
So she came to your house directly.
I bought my girlfriend run away. So at that time we never meet anymore.
So she knew that you had a Vietnamese girlfriend when she came over. Then you all separated from them. So for your this fourth marriage with the Vietnamese girlfriend that you had, I understand that this marriage is quite different from the previous three that you have. This one there's spiritual attacks, there's all the ups and downs. Can you share with us a bit more as to how you know this Vietnamese girl and what happened afterwards?
The fourth girl when I married, I was a mafia already. She came in Singapore, become a prostitute. So at there in Geylang, I was looking for the girl to take care of the girl. Anything will happen, will protect them. So I know her, so I married with her. Married with her, so I bought the children, her children,
So she had how many children?
one.
One child.
Brought him come to Singapore, stay with me, study in Singapore. So the children find out my toilet have the demon inside. She saw before, then he told me,
So your wife, this Vietnam wife, and the child also see the ghosts.
yes, even my curtain also moved, my wife told me. But I never believed this type of thing because I stayed there before. Then one day the back was very pain.
Her back, is it your wife's back?
Very pain. So I brought him to my mafia seafood master.
Okay.
My mafia master was a Thailand master. They are very powerful, so I brought him there. So when the time to meet my mafia master, so the demon, she know, then he shout all this.
So your wife shouted.
The demon know already. I go and find seafood to help her.
So when meeting your shifu, then the demons show and manifested itself out of her.
Yeah. So my mafia, all the gang come inside the room, then she said, "Oh, what happened? What happened?" So my master told me, "Your ang pao, you take go back. Then you go back, you ask your wife what she do in Vietnam."
So basically you're saying he couldn't solve a problem. Ask her what she did in Vietnam.
So I brought him go back and ask him. So he tell me when he not yet come to Singapore, he go and find her mom to do such thing, demon things. So I know already.
So she did that in Vietnam before she came over to Singapore.
Yes.
Thanks, Uncle John, for sharing with us your childhood, your jobs that you did when growing up, and of course your marriages as well. And this is where it gets to a very exciting moment where he's sharing with us his marriage to his Vietnamese wife. And in the next part, we really understand how she gets her back pain and some of the other spiritual attacks and even negotiations in the cemetery and other places as well. But more importantly, we really get to hear and understand how God saved him, and also how God has brought him out of all these years of suffering that he has to go through, and really the peace that he has. And I hope that as we continue to hear more about his testimony, we too will find comfort and find assurance knowing that this is the mighty God that we serve. So Uncle John, I understand you married a fourth time, even after 3 failed marriages. Why do you do that?
Because I also alone that no this type of
Only
love.
company. So was it a happy marriage? What happened in the end?
No, because he left me, got some problem, then he left me. So no choice for me.
What kind of problem? I understand that there were some spiritual things involved.
Yes, when I married her, she was a prostitute. So he got the children. So I don't know, he married a demon. He's very fierce.
Demon spirit? How do you find out about it?
The children, my wife's children saw at the toilet. So the curtain also moved sometimes when I not in the house. When I go to work, she told me.
So your wife and your son could see the spirit
Yeah.
in the bathroom. So what do you do?
So she went back to Vietnam
To see her mom.
So the mom passed away already. So nobody can help her.
Then what happened afterwards?
So she come back to Singapore. Then I brought him to my mafia gang, to my seafood.
So you brought her to see your seafood. Your seafood, what does he do?
My seafood do already. He said cannot. The demon very fierce and very strong. He can't do. So he called me, go back and ask my wife. So he will tell you the story.
Oh, so that's when you found out what your wife did in Vietnam before meeting you. So Uncle John, you mentioned that your seafood asked you to go and ask your wife what she did in Vietnam. When you found out she met the monk, right? So why did she meet the monk in Vietnam for?
Because she want to be rich. So he go and see the monk. Then the monk told him, you have to marry the demon. So he said yes.
Because your mom told her to marry the demon, then she married the demon. Then what happened next? What do you do?
He told me the Vietnam things already. The Shifu told that he will tell me at home. So he tell me already, I find out got problem already. So I think myself, hey, my next door, he told me before, his son was the donkey.
Okay, so Tanki means medium. You know the guy who gets into a trance and gets possessed by spirits. Yeah, so did it work? What happened? What did the Tanki do?
So the son came to my house and brought his many friends, the group So set up the things and the donkey come out, the spirit come out then talk to the toilet, the demon, and talk. Then the demon told him, you want to settle the thing, you go down Mandai.
Mandai?
Yeah, Mandai cemetery.
Cemetery.
Yeah, we go to Mandai cemetery.
Okay guys, this is getting really creepy. Negotiations at the cemetery itself. So what happened at the cemetery?
So our group go there, not yet enter the gate, the cemetery gate, Mandai cemetery gate. So my wife start to vomit already. The demon know already. Let my wife signal already.
Then what happened after that?
So the donkey told us, no need to scared, no need to scared. The demon know that we are coming. So we just go in and set up the things.
Then set up the ritual, is it?
Yeah, the Tong Nan Si Pei, all these the table, the weapon.
Then after they set up, what happened?
The Toya Pei come already, then he changed to another god, Jia Pei.
So the spirit went into the Tanki.
Yeah, go inside the donkey.
Then after going inside the Tanki, then the demon appeared, is it?
Not yet appear.
Not yet.
First time not yet appear.
Okay, so Uncle John, you said the Tua Pei and the Jia Pei possessed the Tanki. Then what happened after that?
So first time is the Toya Pei come. Then we do. And secondly, suddenly the Jia Pei come inside. So we have to change the uniform. So the Jia Pei is very fierce one. So he scold us, scold me and my wife. He called me out here. You throw the baby before.
So the wife had an abortion.
So he scold us. So he call, we all have to pray the children. Because he at the spirit world in bottom, she grow up and up. So nothing to eat. So we have to pray him.
So you have to burn the incense and give offerings like incense.
To give it grow up. Otherwise, at bottom, nothing to eat, no money to use.
So that was what happened for the first night.
Yeah.
Is it? Okay. So the first night never see the demon, didn't see the demon.
No.
Then you have to go back again, is it?
Yes.
How many times do you do it in total?
Around 1 year, quite many times.
So many?
Because the demon is very fierce. So the second time we go, we pray the children. So the demon will let my group inside. Got one girl, he can see this type of spirit thing.
So the girl saw the demon.
He's very fierce now. He wants to talk with the donkey now.
So they negotiate.
He said he want to talk to the donkey. Why you all never come here, just pray to the children, never come and see me?
So this happened over 1 whole year.
So he come and talk with us. He want what things? Then to 谈判.
So every time you all negotiate, then in the end, do you all manage to catch the spirit, or how do you solve the problem?
We want to catch the spirit, but cannot catch. The spirit is very powerful. So the second time when we go, he call us, tell the girl what things he want. He call us to drop the 假的女人给他。
Or the fake figure, is it? Okay.
And 鸡啦、鸭啦、chicken 啦、duck 啦、烧肉啦 and the kim chua all have to bring here and burn to her.
Yeah, so you all negotiated many times. Every time the demon always ask for something else.
Yeah.
Then how come you all cannot catch the spirit?
The spirit too powerful.
So more powerful than the donkey, is it?
Yeah. Even the donkey also cannot control him.
How come the donkey cannot control the demon?
Even the Tong Nan Si Bei also give it kick all gone.
So all their rituals all failed lah.
Ah.
So did you all manage to catch the demon spirit in the end?
In the end, we catch him. But many times we go, the demon is very fierce. Because when the donkey go there, we have to set up the table and the Tong Nan Si Bei.
Okay.
One time the spirit tell the girl that he want to go inside the donkey.
Then what happened after that?
If he go inside the donkey, then that means the spirit will come out. So the demon will go inside the body.
So the demon actually went inside the donkey.
Yeah, so he warning first. He tell the girl that the girl can see the spirit. He tell him, now I want to go inside your donkey body. Even the donkey not believe.
And then the demon went and actually go
Then
inside the
suddenly
donkey.
he went in.
How do you know that the demon went inside the donkey?
Because we have to, when we set up, we have to pray, then put chopstick out this.
Okay.
The demon take the chopstick and eat.
He actually ate the joystick.
Yeah, got fire one, then he eat the chopstick.
So the donkey before this never touched the joystick before.
Never, we pray have to put the chopstick out, the candle, chopstick and the heel, all it out.
So after the demon went inside the donkey, eat the joystick, then what happened? Went out of the donkey.
So the donkey went out.
Oh.
Because donkey, when he is the real donkey, his 眼睛
His
can,
eyes.
can see one. When the demon go inside, the black color will go on top one.
So the
That's
whole
why-
eye all just black.
Just white one. That's why very very fierce. Even the group last time got 30 plus people. Some are very big size all rush away.
So then after going inside the donkey, then he ate the joystick. Then what happened? The demon went out of the donkey again.
When he go inside the donkey, so he cannot speak.
Cannot speak.
So he go and find my wife, and face to face, then he talk.
The demon that went inside the donkey couldn't speak, but your wife could understand the demon.
Yes, because my wife married the demon. So he face to face, he can talk.
Then from there, your wife told you.
Told we all what thing happen
I see.
Tell the group what thing happen, what did he need.
Then after that, the demon went out of the donkey.
They went out to the donkey. So he tell us first, when I went out, so the donkey will come back.
Then the donkey came back after that.
So he will tell us what thing will happen.
Any other things that the demon do, or did the demon do to show his power?
Yes. One time I still remember that when he come out to the donkey body, so he tied the donkey at a tree around 3-4 hours. Then we all very scared. Then he will ask our members, what do you bring? He can't speak, but he tell the girl, he will show the girl, he go to your side. Bring the girl and walk to your side. Then he tell you what do you bring. He know.
So the demon was trying to scare you all by telling the girl that he knows what kind of stuff that you are bringing, like your amulets and your things like that. So how did you all manage to catch the demon in the end?
We catch him. Then I remember got one time, he give the Jia one give
The fake one.
So we brought to the temple. Then all group are very happy. So the demon tell the donkey, that one is the Jia one.
Oh, so just playing with you all. Then how do you all catch the real one in the end?
So the donkey no choice already. He chain many of this type of donkey, chain, then cannot already. Then he use the Thailand one.
So every time you go and negotiate with the demon, it's always a different spirit in the donkey.
Yeah,
So this time was a Thai one.
yeah, he changed to Taiwan.
Then what happened after you changed to a Thai one?
That one is very easy to catch.
Also managed to overpower the demon, the Thai spirit.
So can catch already. After catch, he let my wife see. Is it correct or not?
So your wife knew because she was married to the spirit.
Yes.
Okay, so you all managed to catch the real spirit already. Then what happened after that?
So the spirit, the evil wife came up and her children came up.
So these children is whose children?
These children is the evil and my wife always make love, so he born the children.
So it's the spiritual offspring of your wife and the demon spirit.
Yeah.
Then they came out. Then what do they want to do?
They want 报仇 lor.
So they want to take revenge on you all. Then what happened after that?
So we have to go Bandai and talk again. Lor.
So the same thing again.
Then after that, I have with my wife got problem, so I left them. I never go again.
So during this period, you had family problems. Then you stopped going because your wife left you already.
Yeah.
Uncle John, your life journey and experience have really been, there's really been a lot in your life that you've experienced, especially going to see the dark world and the spiritual world. I mean, in the midst of all this, how do you become a Christian?
I become a Christian that my wife, we fight a custody. So he meet me. So he tell me, don't go and bye no. Go and find a real God.
So while y'all were fighting custody, then she brought you to church, is it?
Yeah.
So that was how you knew Christ then.
Yes.
So Uncle John, what would you say is the difference before and after knowing Jesus?
Before I not yet know God, my life is very difficult. You can see I married 4 times. No one time is good one. So my life is very, very difficult. Whatever you do or you think, when you do things, you think you are correct. Actually, it's wrong. That's why God always tell us. Got one time God tell me, John, 不要靠你自己，要靠依靠神。
So don't rely on yourself, but rely on Him. Okay.
That's why I think, wow, now my life, I know God already, my life is very happy. Even I take drugs. When I take drugs, very happy, you know. When the drugs drop already, I have to reduce to take again. But I know God, the happy, the joys cannot 形容出来啊。
So as compared to when you took drugs last time, the high moments was only for a short period. But when knowing Jesus, the joy is just cannot be describable.
Yes. That's why I will always tell my friend, you have to find a real God. Otherwise, your life is very difficult. Because human beings always think that we are so clever. Like I think, why I marry a prostitute? My thinking is that this. He fell at the sea, so I go and bring him up. So I can give you good life. But at the end, all divorce. That's why I always go and search God. Search the real God. So now I got the real God. My life changed a lot. Because the Bible always tell me what to do, real good things. The bad thing, what is the bad thing you don't go and do. So I always obey what Jesus tell me.
So God has transformed your life.
Yes. Right now I'm very happy.
Thank you, Uncle John, for sharing with us, and I'm sure that your testimony will really be a blessing to those who are searching for God out there as well. And thank you guys for tuning in, and we can really see how God's mercy has really transformed Uncle John's life, and you can see how God has found him and saved him from really the cycle of this brokenness that he has been facing all this while. And today we are really very thankful that he's here with us today and really just actively serving in this church community. And of course, indeed only the name of Jesus can really overcome and have this power over the evil one. And of course, if you'd like to know more about this God who has transformed his life, feel free to visit us at Jurong Christian Church, or you can also find out more about us at jcc.sg.